What up, though, y'all? It's Chris, broadcasting from the D. And people are steady taking L's with this Charlie Kirk stuff, man. We got somebody else getting fired from their job. This time it's from Office Depot. Office Depot here in Michigan, apparently. So, a group came in. They wanted to get a poster or posters printed up, I believe, of Charlie Kirk because they wanted to do a prayer vigil, and the woke worker or workers that was there, uh, yeah, the jokes write themselves, man. Because I'm looking at these folks. My bad. I'm not even somebody that really be like trying to attack people looks like that, but let's just say, you could just tell you could tell what you were in for when you walked into the store. I'm sure when they when they went in there for this. So let's get into this, man. An Office Depot worker who was seen in a video apparently refusing to print a poster of the assassinated conservative activist Charlie Kirk for a vigil has been fired, according to the retailer. And here's what they said. Upon learning of the incident, we immediately reached out to the customer to address their concerns and seek to fulfill their order to their satisfaction. The company said in a statement on X, we have also launched an immediate internal review, and as a result, the associate involved is no longer with the organization. Listen, man, just do your job, really. Now, as I was saying yesterday in my video, and it ruffled a few people feathers. I don't advocate for people losing their jobs. All right, I don't. I'm not a person who actively advocates for people getting fired. However, I do understand that there are circumstances where they should be fired. That's why I gave the example that I did about Matthew Dowd being on, what was it, MSNBC that day or whatever, saying just really stupid stuff. The man had just been shot. We don't know anything like that, but the video was very disturbing. It's like, bro, whatever issue that you got with him, can you just check it for a second? Like, can you just scale it back for a second? Talk as much shit as you want to once we see that he didn't survive and he's recovery, whatever. Okay, get back to talking shit as much as you want to. But right now, can you scale it back? So he chose that opportunity to still take digs at the man. And I thought it was very inappropriate and that his termination was warranted. So I don't advocate for, I see this person said this on X. It was stupid, but let me go to, their jobs, customer service line, let me look it up and call them. That's a little too much for me, y'all. I could dislike what the person say, but I'm not about to go after they job. And y'all will find, if you go back and look at previous videos, I stand 10 toes on that. I get it that people will be deserving to be fired, because this is a case where a person deserves to be fired. There are instances where they deserve to, but I'm not going to be the one to go after them, if you will. That's just me personally. I don't typically go after people's employment. I mean, they gonna screw up their employment all on their own. I ain't got to be part of it, as in the case here. It says the incident in question took place Friday afternoon at an Office Depot located in Portage, Michigan. All right, listen. Confession time. I have no idea where Portage is. Hey, look, for the most part, I'm a big city boy. All right, big city life. I am usually in the greater Metro Detroit area. I didn't know Portage was even a place in the great state of Michigan. So, I learned something today. It says, in a video of the incident shared by Kelly Sackett, chairwoman of the Kalamazoo County Republican Party. Okay, I know where Kalamazoo is. An Office Depot worker can be heard saying, "We don't print propaganda. It's propaganda. I'm sorry. We don't print that here." Ridiculousness. a poster of Charlie Kirk is propaganda, but let it have been somebody on the left who was slain and they came in there to have a poster printed for a prayer vigil. Not that they would, because I swear liberals don't believe in any higher power. They don't believe in prayer. They absolutely loathe Christianity. So it's not that that would happen anyway. But let's just say hypothetically, for any reason, someone on the left was slain and they wanted to print a poster of them for a fundraiser or whatever, for a riot even, they would have did it with no problem. They only were behaving this way because you could clearly see they were some leftist nut jobs. Yeah. Is it just me, or do the lefties of this type? Because not all, listen, not all liberals, I say, not all Democrats really look like this. It's the ones that are just super out there. The group of three that's in there, they just have this look about them, and it's like, yeah, they all kind of look like this, so whatever. It says this is a prayer tonight for a prayer vigil. One of the individuals trying to print the poster says in response, and I did hear that. Matthew DePerno, a lawyer representing the party, told The Independent that the confrontation occurred when the group of youth GOP leaders attempted to organize a vigil in honor of Kirk. I mean, it seems pretty harmless to me. They just want a poster of him. They didn't say anything about it having any words or whatever on it. I mean, it may have had some words on there like R.I.P. Charlie Kirk, something of that nature. I don't think whatever words were printed on it were politically motivated. It was just a Charlie Kirk poster. It's probably gonna be, something of him smiling or doing a fist bump, just the usual stuff. A picture that conveys better times for him. De Porno, who personally knew Kirk, said the late activist was a positive force who recruited numerous young people to conservative politics with regular events at college campuses like the one where Kirk was fatally shot in Utah this week. The lawyer called it outrageous that a major chain would prevent someone from printing a simple poster featuring Kirk's name and date of birth. Oh, dang, that was all it said? That said even less than I was expecting it to say. It just had his name and date of birth. Wow, and they're talking about that's political propaganda. This is why that woman needed to be fired, and this is why the other two should be lucky that they didn't get fired. Do your damn job, man. You just a paid grunt. The lady in the video, she said, she was the manager on duty or something like that. She was so proud to, throw that out there. Do your job. You are on the clock being paid to put money in that cash register. And bringing your personal feelings, your own ideology, your own beliefs in there doesn't work. You can't do that. So if you being paid to put money in the cash register, and the poster that they wanted came up to like $56 or some change. It was something in that range or whatever. To print a poster, man, if you don't stop your BS and put that money in that damn cash register, if it was me that ran this place, I would have fired her. Forget the politics of it. I would have fired her for simply not putting money in my cash register. Like, you chose whatever your feelings are about what they doing over putting money in that register. Don't you know if I don't put money in that, if money don't get put in that cash register, I don't pay you? Like, the money that I pay you comes out of the money that you throw in that cash register. So some of these people, they're just so out there. They just don't understand stuff. They don't know how to take their personal feelings out of anything. It's just absolutely ridiculous. But let me continue. These kids want to be involved in the event, in the prayer vigil, and Office Depot should not have told them that this was political propaganda or refused to print it, DePorno said. And that's part of the problem. Because now, instead of it being that woman, and that's why she had to go, it gets blown up as Office Depot. Forget it was this dumb woman. We don't even know who this woman's name is. It just gets blown up as Office Depot. They hired employees who displayed and pushed their own politics on customers. They did. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. When you interview people, you know what you're getting into. There's no way that the people who hired them didn't know that this was the type of stuff that they own. Now, they may not have thought that they would go as far as to refusing to fulfill orders based on politics or whatever, but they knew what they were getting into when they hired these people. They knew the type of people that they were hiring. The lawyer added that when he called Office Depot customer service, he was routed to a call center outside the U.S. and told company policy prevented printing such posters, even though DePorno said the local GOP has used Office Depot to print past political materials like posters and yard signs. The group then went to a FedEx store and printed their posters, which were used for a vigil event in Bronson Park in Kalamazoo on Friday evening. Multiple employees were involved in the decision to deny printing the poster, and DePorno hopes they all face accountability. Yeah, all three should have been terminated because all three are in the video being unprofessional. So as I told y'all before, I don't advocate for people being fired. I don't advocate for people losing their jobs, but there are circumstances where it's absolutely warranted. This is one of those things. And the thing is, I don't think this woman is going to learn her lesson. I think she's going to go to the same, she's going to go to another place in the area with the same stuck on stupid attitude or whatever. People like this, they never hold themselves, excuse me, they never hold themselves accountable. Nothing's ever their fault. Everything's everyone else's fault. They're forever a victim. People are always doing something to them. It's not my actions led to my termination. It's those people complaining on me led to my termination. So I just really don't think that people like this are ever really able to learn the lesson there in what has happened. So I'm gonna leave it there though, you guys. Hit me with a like if you like what I do. Hit me with a sub if you like what I do. And hit me in them comments. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.